And a lot.
He has an absolute air ball.
Right.
And this is where I'd like to see Tran looking at Tony G, not at the bet.
30's a pretty sizable bet right now.
Well, he made the right call there. And Eastgate's just decided to give it up. He needed a 6 or a 10 for a straight. A 10 would be disaster. Right now, a 10 is just going to bust Tony G. See you later. He really does not want a 10, or his Premier League is over.
I mean, what range is he putting JC Tran on? Is it time to shut the shop if you're Tony G?
Well, as you know, so often you can just fire your way through these pots, but it takes a lot of guts. As Tony G would say, it takes a lot of guts and heart and commitment. And right now he's trying to figure out, does JC Tran have a straight draw like a king 10? Or does he have a pair and is he trapping me? And he's decided to just give him a free card.
Because so often JC could have something here like a ace jack or a king jack, right? I mean,
Jack.
Now what, Tony?
Jack.
King high.
Now Tony G feels sick. He's sick to his stomach because he nearly bet on 4th Street there, and if he would have bet, he'd feel really great. Instead, he checked it, and now he's a little confused. He's like, "Oh man, I knew I should have bet. I didn't do it. What a dummy I am!" And look at that, Tran's back up to 450.
This is a final table where the biggest pots are often going to be the quickest pots, right? Raise, re-raise, all in, snap call, Queen 4, 9, 10.
Pass. Raise to 15,000 total. Pass.
There's Eastgate.
Pass.
Look at this, Tony G. Wow, pocket queens.
Hello.
Call.
Smooth called it.
Pass.
He has. And you like this?
I don't mind the smooth call here. I mean, as it turns out, this is probably one of the hands he doesn't want Heavy Escape to have.
Check.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
That is a great flop for Tony G.
19,000 raised to 50,000.
And it's a quick raise from Tony, but not a big raise. Is Eastgate capable of getting himself in trouble?
This is very interesting. I mean, this is where Eastgate's reading abilities, if he has great reading abilities, he should be able to get away from this hand. I don't even mind if he calls 31,000, but if he has great reading abilities, he certainly doesn't want to be re-raising. And there's the call now, a little heart, and Tony G's in a lot of trouble. Okay, let's see if Tony has the heart and the commitment to check it. He did check it.
And it looks like a card where if he had an ace, he would be checking anyway, doesn't it? I mean...
Yeah, it does. And Eastgate does not want a heart here.
Oh, it was red.
Tony G made a beautiful check there.
I got
Check.
Got a 4.
I've got it. And it was a great check on the river, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Eastgate just
It was
didn't
really
fall
good.
for it.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, I like the way Tony played the hand, and I like the way that Peter played the hand, and so they both played that hand well to me.
Sometimes it's hard to leave all that money out there and not take a flyer at it, but Eastgate did. And Tony, wow, the G-man, he really had a trap up his sleeve.
Should have bet it. Should have bet it one more time. Oh, whatever, one page the same time.
At some point, I wonder if stamina is going to become an issue in this final table, being that forget about the long time, you know, these guys are all here, they're all at the hotel, but just this amount of hours in front of the camera for them, you know, this could be a 200-plus hand final table. And Eastgate smooth calling with the kings, the JC Tran raise.
It's creative.
Yeah.
Why does he smooth call here? I mean, what are the arguments for it?
Well, one good argument is that Durr can always come over the top with Queen 4, right? And
yep.
If Durr just paid attention to Tran, he might read some weakness and actually make that move. The other argument is let's just gamble with him. I'm a huge favorite, probably. And
you were saying this is something, the scouting report that you got on Eastgate that you saw at the World Series, that he does slow play big hands, doesn't he?
22,000.
yeah, I mean, he slow plays a lot of hands. He called so quickly that Tran must be a little concerned here.
Should
course, Tran-
JC, should he have enough radar that even if it comes a 10 or a jack, he might check?
You know, that was a pretty, that card might do some to bluff again, actually.
Check. Check.
See, JC's drawn dead. Well, that doesn't mean he can't win the pot.
He can't win the pot.
Check. 30,000.
Eastgate,
Pass.
he checked on the turn there, Phil, to control the pot and make sure he could pay off a river bet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, basically, if he would have re-raised, he would have won no more chips. But by smooth calling, he won an extra 22,000, and it could have been more.
Lines up the goal, obviously, to get to 2 million in chips. No one has gotten significantly closer to that, Phil, but it's starting to feel like it's playing into JC Tran's hands a little bit.
Well, I like the fact that JC kind of took control a little bit. I mean, he got a little bit low on chips, and I mean low, I mean
Raise 25,000 total.
ace queen suited here.
It's kind of the best hand he's seen tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
Call. Pass. Pass.
Eastgate calling here, and, you know, this is the same play, same position he made with the 2 kings last time, so, you know, Tran has to be careful, although ace-queen's a very good hand, obviously.
Well, Tran doesn't know that he had kings, so... And here's a flush draw.
Check.
Slipped it to Eastgate, yeah?
See if Eastgate bets this, and if he does, how much?
27,000.
Now, Tran can beat what Eastgate has, king high, but there's a lot of pocket pairs Peter could have here, right?
Tran could easily call this. I mean, he's trying to figure out, did he have ace-queen beat before the flop or not? Because 8-8-7 didn't help much.
It wouldn't really be in JC's style to raise, would it?
No, but he made the call. I'm not surprised. So let's see what happens if, you know, there are some interesting cards, like if a deuce came off, how would they play it?
Oh, boy. Look at that card, Phil.
Well, that is the most interesting card in the deck there. And, wow, Eastgate checked top pair. That's interesting. Wow. It turns out Eastgate's check worked out pretty well.
Yeah, he wasn't losing JC, was he? That pot could have gotten really big on the turn.
Yeah.
40,000.
And I think that Eastgate's going to call. Yeah.
I did not bet the turn.
I'm calling.
On the turn?
Yeah, I picked up a diamond draw.
Oh, yeah.
You might even
He
raise
was
too.
calling Eastgate.
Yeah.
I don't know, I might raise you all in.
JC Tran said, I might raise you all in. Never in a million years, JC.
I might.
Yeah, might. Planet Earth might fall into the sun next year, too.
Very significant pot. Peter Eastgate, he's saying he's a little upset with how he played the hand. At the end of the day, did he play it bad, Phil? I mean, should he have made a fold on the river? Should he have bet the turn?
I mean, he did insta-call on the river, but I mean, he kind of set it up to insta-call on the river. I mean, it was, you know, it was a pretty unlucky river card for him, really.
Yeah, it was worth it. Yeah, I'm still happy.
Pass. Pass. Pass.
The main roll.
Couple people, Dwan, now Yuha, a little bit in waiting mode. What are they waiting for? Are they waiting for Roland to get some chips involved? Is that what they're waiting for?
And let's see what Roland does here. Wow, Jack Deuce.
11,000.
I wonder if Roland can make a play here, Phil. Is there any reason for it?
I think Roland's just going to lay it down. I mean,
He's at a spot now where if he makes a play, he's really putting himself in bad shape for the tournament.
well, he's giving himself a chance. He's trying to read Tony G. Tony G is looking right at him.
Call.
And Roland has decided that Tony G has king high or queen high or something, and that he's going to try to outplay him. So that's a really good strategy. Now let's just see if Roland doesn't get unlucky and no king or 8 comes.
Check.
Does he need to bet here, or should he
Well,
wait?
his plan wasn't to bet. Now he picked up a